Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Anis Amirah binti Muhammad Dazri from Group 2. I will be talk about introduction. Me and my friend choose topic leadership communication with the issue on Wells Fargo company. We would like to take this issue seriously. Wells Fargo is an American multinational financial service company. We found that this company has a problem in leadership communication. As you know, leadership communication is very important because it is about getting done and keeping others engaged and connected. It's about saying the right thing in a powerful way to mobilize people and deliver results.
What is the Wells Fargo scandal? It's the story of a giant that pressured its employee and abused customer private information. As many as 2 million Wells Fargo bank account and credit cards opened by bank worker without customer authorization. So, why create account customer didn't ask for? To meet sales goals, worker needed to open new account each day to keep their job or get bonus. But regulator day many workers could not keep up, so they paid their number by creating account without customer knowing, work for signature, made up email address, create PIN, and even transfer customer money into the account so they look real. Some customer paid fees on those accounts. Others say their credit account were affected by unauthorization credit card, where Fargo will pay $185 million to regulator and reimburse the fees customer paid, but the bank did not admit any wrongdoing. He didn't know this was a big problem, but in 2011, the bank fired 1,000 workers. In all, it has 5,300 workers over practice. Some were managers, but most were low-level employees. No top executive were fired, so the CEO, John Stump, stepped down.
So, the conflict that we want to highlight and conclude is about Wells Fargo account fraud scandal is a controversy brought about the creation of the million fraudulent saving and checking accounts on behalf of Wells Fargo client without so their consent. So, to know more about the factor, I will pass this presentation to Nasuha.
I'm Haziga Nasuha binti Hanafi from Group ICOM D, metric number 1714228. I will share the factor of Wells Fargo scandal. The scandal started due to the irresponsibility and also unaccountability of the senior executive and also management of the financial service company towards the fraud. Okay, it has been said 2 million fake accounts were made unauthorized by the customers. Most of them require the customer to be paying for the service, while most of them are being charged way over from their capabilities. It has been said that this issue is so big, yet the CEO of Wells Fargo, John Stump, didn't know about it until 2013. That it has been said the consequence from the scandal and the pressure from the government, from the public and criticization from them, he has stepped down from his position in 2016. This scandal has brought all of the citizens in the United States to distrust towards the company. Yet still the company is still withholding, but they don't have the trust that they have built since they established.
I'm Ashmi Surazi, metric number 1814213, and I'll be speaking about the next factor deterrent of speaking. The post-scandal scrutiny of Wells Fargo's culture has so far focused on the high-pressure sales environment that drove employees to create as much as 2 million fake accounts under their client's name without their knowing or even without their permission, which is really bad. Former employees have alleged a soul-crushing culture of fear and daily intimidation by their managers, where they were pushed to reach a pressuring sales target. It was very extreme for the employees. Leaders did not look up to how communication could have fixed the situation between the organization and the clients. But they not only was focusing to goals which may have pushed all the employees to overlook on the importance of communication and speaking out about the problem to one another. So I could say that leaders did not listen and employees did not speak up, and this has to be one of the biggest downfall of Wells Fargo's company, the deterrent of communication and speaking.
Hi, I am Akula Thomas, metric number 1914-219. I will be speaking about the first factor, which is a blind spot among senior leaders. According to Wells Fargo's culture, many leaders have worked hard to improve their interpersonal communication skills. However, in almost all large organizations today and in many small companies as well, face-to-face communication is not the norm anymore. A modern blind spot can be that leaders are unaware of their remote image. Blind spots in leadership can be dangerous as there is a double impact when you have a leadership position. Firstly, you probably will have more and new blind spots because of your leadership position. Secondly, because of the position, people are less likely to make you aware. That's why an active investment in analyzing one's own leadership blind spot is the key. For the next factor, I will pass it to the next presenter.
Thank you. I am Ang Li Wen from Group 2. I would like to talk about the third effect of our topic. The CEO of Wells Fargo, also known as John Stam, he stepped down from his position and has resigned right after the scandal of the bank secretly selling services to unsuspecting customers. To us, the leader must find solution, not to escape from it. This will cause Wells Fargo to lose its reputation. Well, according to Chandler, 2006, Wells Fargo served a unique role as a banking, express or transporting and mail delivering agency. Wells Fargo is known for its fame and proudly served 1 in 3 United States households. There are good and bad news when John stops to resign from the company. The good is it will give chance to new leader to rise up and to fix their reputation. And the bad news is it will affect his credibility as a leader and lose trust from the customer. That's all from me for the effect 3. The third effect, I would like to pass on this presentation for the next participant of our group, which is the solution. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Annabelle Lawrence and I'll continue to explain about the effects. Okay, the effects are excessive pressure on employees is an effect of leadership communication in Wells Fargo's crisis. Okay, the Wells Fargo's branch managers were actually assigned quotas for the number and type of products sold each day. If they are unable to meet the target of the day, then they would have to carry forward and add on the shortfall to the next day's target. Okay, the next effect is financial incentive was provided as a tool for their sales to run smooth. The branch managers were given incentive to meet cross-sell and customer service target, where personal bankers would usually receive from up to 15 to 20% of their salary and tellers would receive about up to 3%. Okay. Moreover, Wells Fargo focuses on expanding revenue with existing customers. Wells Fargo focused on expanding their revenue with existing customers into other services such as applying for debit or credit card
and also for opening new bank account, new bank saving account, a new saving account. Okay, that's all. Thank you, and Zahira will be taking over the presentation.
Thank you, and my name is Akila Zahira binti Zulkafli. The next effect is Wells Fargo companies suffer loss due to the non-transparency of the employees. The account were made without the consent of knowledge of their customer, and also the result is the customer's private information abuse. The result over than 2 million account and credit card that were opened without customer authorization. In addition, they were laid off because some of the employees of the Wells Fargo company had committed information inversion and count as a misuse of user personal data. The loss of 5,300 employees, mainly low-level employee and manager, and no top executive were fired during the scandal. The CEO of the Wells Fargo just stepped down from his position. For further information, I will pass to the solution presenter.
Thank you. My name is Anusha Sivakumar. I'm going to explain about the solution to overcome the Wells Fargo's crisis. The first one is a thoughtful, authentic, direct communication to both external and internal stakeholders to rebuild trust and establish an open culture. Through good communication with the client or stakeholder, Wells Fargo can gain a greater understanding of their objectives and overall goals, enabling to review and adapt how support to deliver this. This helps business plans resources the identity opportunities for growth and development as it highlights areas for improvement and increase their focus. Fargo's utilize several channels of communication to ensure keep up-to-date messages in the field as well as client needs. They see value in face-to-face meetings with both employees and clients as they believe build trust and allows them to practice active listening so can understand what really motivates them. For further points, I would pass this to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Anusa, for your explanation. Hi, my name is Amira Hafiza and I will explain more for the second solution. The second solution is about apologies to public for what happened and also take responsibility. As the leader of the company, we should take the blame and also take responsibility of what happened. This is because the company is a well-known company. If the leader did not take the responsibility for what happened, the customers and others will downgrade the company. Hence, the customer will leave the company and also search for a good company that provide good service. If the leader take the responsibility for what happened, the workers will more respect to the leaders as the leaders did not pass the blame to the other workers. Thank you.
Thank you, and my name is Anasari Nagisprem. I would like to continue the last point. The next solution is to take high-profile action, which is change of policy and procedure to ensure this will never happen again. For example, the policy and procedure that changes to support a business process will be managed and implemented in a way that minimize risk and impact to Wells Fargo and its operation. Besides, by changing the policies can start a community conversation about the issues in questions. Policy can change, make clear that current policy are insufficient to deal with the issues, and people start thinking about why. The resulting discussion can change people's thinking about other issues as well and about the direction of the community as well. Even if Wells Fargo is successful in gaining conscience in this issue, but they haven't changed the policy toward the issue. They may have to work to gain those conscience again each time the issue arises. So the changes of the policy and procedure will help to solve this issue entirely and also able to avoid the issues to happen again. Furthermore, this high-profile action that change the policy and procedure will ensure the implement of management change and control strategy
to ease associated risks such as productivity loss, being insecure, and exposed to repetition risk. That's all. I will pass this to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Anisha Pinas binti Shariza. I would like to thank all the presenters who have done their part. In conclusion, Wells Fargo should never have involved in any scandal. This is because it will harm company's name. It will also be hard for Wells Fargo to gain any trust from the customer. So, we do hope for Wells Fargo to become more professional in handling any situation and never involved in any scandal.